All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is October 25th, 2024. This is the BYOB market wrap-up. Hey, let's go take a look at some charts. All right, first chart we'll look at SPY. Let me just change this around real quick because I'm on my option. And we want scratch, we want the 10-minute, and we want SPY. All right, so in the SPY, we got a 10-minute downtrend coming into the close. All right, so there's 10-minute downtrend. We took trades over the pivot right here, all the way up to the top of the channel. And then we took some shorts. Some took some shorts. Some just let it melt down and then look for a pop off the bottom again at the pivot, 578.83. Okay, so there's 10-minute chart, 2-hour chart. You got a 2-hour downtrend coming into the close. On the daily chart, what do we have? Higher low, higher high, closing under a bearish trap, but over the 17 EMA, still up over prior all-time high anchored VWAP. SPY still bullish, moving up, holding the higher ground. SPY still looking good. All right, SPY in an uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. Price action up over the 17 EMA. Everything's looking good on SPY on the daily right there. All right, let's take a look at QQQ. All right, QQQ, is that a new high? Oh, gosh. Oh, that's a new 2-month high, pretty much right there. It says October, September, August, almost all of July. So about a 2-month high right there on QQQ made today. Higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap over the 17, over rising all-time high anchored VWAP over the 17. Everything looking good, making higher lows and higher highs. FNGU. All right, what do we got here? Okay, so we got higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA, over the all-time high anchored VWAP, making higher highs and higher lows. Still bullish there. IWM. All right, IWM making, well, I'm going to have to look. The low, 218.52. The low, 218.52. That was close. All right, so we got a higher high and an equal low. Price action closing under the bearish trap, under the 17 EMA. Still up over the 2024 high anchored VWAP for IWM. All right, kind of losing the ground here when it comes to the midpoint. You can see here we are again, closing for the third day in a row underneath the halfway bar. Still up and over here. Let's drag this out just a little further. And if you see right there, we're over the midpoint if you measure from here up. All right, so making higher highs and higher lows, still in an uptrend over the 2024 high anchored VWAP. All right, so price action still bullish there. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow closing again for the second day underneath prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Price action is an outside day. It's a higher high and a lower low, closing under a bearish trap, under the 17 EMA, kind of rolling over here on Diamond Dow. Did they make a new low? Not yet. Okay, so there's Diamond Dow. Let's take a look at technicals. T2122, price action for today. Let's move some of this stuff around, like this over here, and this over here. All right, price action for today. What do we got? We got a higher high. Okay, from that high, we came down and made an equal low, kind of a head and shoulders, and you see we broke down right down here to another shoulder right there. So price action, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low so far. Okay, so price action on T2122, kind of bearish here. We made it into the buyer's chop zone. Couldn't hang on. The bears threw us out, and we wound up back in the bull's chop zone right here. And now we wound up in the sell zone at the end of the day. T2123, probably red. All right, a little bit of green at the beginning of the day and then red for the rest of the day. Just complete melting. All right, again, might be 7 days of rest. This is just the 5th day. Still price action underneath that rising 200 SMA. Still moving up, holding higher ground. That's bullish right up there. Again, we had 2 months of nothing but buying. Giving them a rest is well overdue. All right, so there's T2123. T2123 3-bar chart. Okay, price action up over, rising 200 SMA, rising 200 SMA cutting through those prior all-time highs right there. Price action is underneath the 17 EMA. Not so good. Would have liked to seen it hold up here, but then again, they're well overdue for a rest. So as long as they're not putting a whole lot of space between the 17 EMA and price action, I'm kind of happy with that. All right, I'm about as happy as I could be. I know they need a rest at some time. Again, a little bit more space opening up between this falling price and the rising 200 right there. All right, let's take a look at FNGU price action for FNGU today. A lot of buying, and then at the end, halfway through the day, they went home. And then the sellers came in and took it back to the top side of this 200 SMA right there. So price action still up in quadrant 4. That's bullish. Price action still up over the rising 200. That's bullish. Price action under the 17 EMA, not so much, but price action is still up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. So that's still bullish there. So nothing wrong with the technicals. All right. Just having a rest right now. Well overdue rest. So there's FNGU. Let's take a look at a few sectors. If I can find the right one. It's around here. There it is. All right, first sector, SMH. All right, SMH up over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Price action moving up, holding the higher ground, still bullish, making higher highs, higher lows, still bullish. Up over the rising 17, still bullish. All right, XLK. All right, same deal. Up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, still bullish, making higher highs and higher lows, still bullish. Moving up, holding the higher ground, still bullish. Up over the rising 17, still bullish. All right, everything looking good there. XLI. All right, XLI. Did we break a low? No. XLI taking a rest after nice long rip here. Okay, so here's XLI on the daily chart. And you can see we're closing underneath the 17 EMA, underneath the bearish trap, underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP right there, and also underneath a former all-time high anchored VWAP. Okay, not looking so healthy. All right, not as healthy as XLK or SMH. Still, nonetheless, it's moving up and holding inside this. All right, still up in the upper third. See that? Still up in the upper third. Like to see some bounce off of this minor support. We'll see if we get it. Maybe it has to come down and check major support. We'll see what happens. All right, if they make a lower low here, this will be in a downtrend. That's XLI. Taking a look at XLU. XLU, well, up until the end of the day here, you can see it was in an uptrend, moving up, holding that higher ground up over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. You can see at the end of the day, we had some selling come in, and you can see price action underneath that all-time high anchored VWAP, underneath this rising 217 EMA there. Price action closing underneath a bearish cross and underneath the 17. Okay, so not looking real good for XLU, but look at the move. It's in the upper quadrant. It's still bullish up here. If they take this low out, then it'll be bearish. Okay, that will be a downtrend. Still in an uptrend, just not looking as healthy as some of the other sectors because it's closing underneath the prior all-time high anchored VWAP and underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, so that's XLU. Let's take a look at XRT. XRT today made a, looking like an inside. Looking like higher highs and higher lows, closing under the bearish trap under the 17. Still hanging out over the midpoint. So it's up and holding part of the higher ground, okay? It's really just on the side of the hill here. This is the peak. You kind of want to be up in quadrant 4, not in, or up in the upper third. Right here, just kind of struggling here to hold that higher ground. Nonetheless, made a higher low and higher high. This is still bullish. Same as the other ones, you know, whether it's XLU or XLI, still bullish here on XRT. Still waiting for this to spin off and make another higher high to the upside. Still bullish here. Nothing wrong with that one. Let's take a look at XLF. Here's financials. Financials making outside day, obviously closing underneath a bearish cross, but over the rising 17, over the pink line, that's the former all-time high anchored VWAP, up in quadrant 4, over the 17. Everything's still bullish, making higher highs and higher lows. So XLF still in an uptrend, still bullish there. Last one, IYT. No, we got to do energy and precious metals. Okay. All right, IYT in an uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, in an uptrend, making price action up over the all-time high anchored VWAP right there. Okay, prior all-time high anchored VWAP. This is the all-time high right there. Price action holding up over the upper half. Okay, over the 50-yard line. That's still bullish right there. Would have liked it quadrant 4 or the upper third. Couldn't have it. It is what it is. It's still bullish here. Today's price action, you can see lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. A little bit of profit taking up here at these highs. Okay, this is normal. This is normal stuff. You go up, you make a new high, people take profit into these highs. Still making higher lows and higher highs. Higher lows and higher highs. This is still bullish. That's the transports right there. Let's take a look at USO. All right, USO in a downtrend. All right, because they took out this low here. USO, price action, higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish cross over the 17 EMA. If they take out this high, they'll be in an uptrend. Right now, they're in a downtrend right there. There's USO. Let's take a look at UNG. UNG in an uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows, closing over a bullish trap, over flat 17 EMA right there. Still bullish, still making higher highs and higher lows. Not a big fan. Quite a big pullback there. A lot of ground to make up on UNG. Let's take a look at silver and gold. Both of those are in daily uptrends. Silver got a inside day closing over, inside a bullish trap over prior all-time hot 2024 high anchored VWAP right there. Okay, so that's still bullish, making higher highs, higher lows, bullish over the prior 12-year high anchored VWAP. That's bullish over the rising 17 EMA. That's bullish. Everything there on silver is still bullish. GLD going to be the same thing. Okay, so you can see price action moving up, holding the higher ground. That's bullish. Over the 17 EMA, that's bullish. All right, making new highs, that's bullish. Making higher highs and higher lows, that's bullish. Everything bullish about gold as well. All right, so that's it. I'm tired. All right, I want to wish everybody a wonderful weekend. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me here in the room. I want to thank everybody out there in digital land. I talk about Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, Instagram, all of you, Pinterest, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call yourself. Okay, everybody out there, appreciate it. Thank you for being a part of my trading journey. Thank you for finding value in my content, and thank you for subscribing and leaving the kind comments. Appreciate that. Love that. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you all on Monday at 8 o'clock. Thank you so much.